Hi, Gemini. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color. This is the reading. This is your reading for the month of, I was going to say for the month of Thursday, for the month of August. Okay. Um, 2022. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I'm having two sales, one of them through July 31st. I know I'm going to put this up really quick. On astrology t-shirts and mugs. The code is on my community page. So go to my community page and go check it out. It's like a picture of a mug, someone's hand on it, under it, keeping their hands warm, I suppose. Okay. It's a stock photo. What can I tell you? And also for t-shirts, my the astrology t-shirts, and I can ship them internationally. And there's also a little sale going on readings. I'm doing readings, tarot readings, 20% off. And the code is also on my community page, another post. Now, if you book a reading, I don't have the calendar attached to my website because it's more confusing than you might imagine. You think you just press a button. Well, you could do that, but nothing happens. So if you book a reading, then write me a little email and say, I'm in Cincinnati, and generally this is a good time for me, and I'll get back to you, and we'll set up a specific time. I should have said that for all the signs, but I have no script. I should have a script. I'm not very professional. Well, I wouldn't say I'm not very professional. I would say sometimes I get a little bit scattered, which is fine. Um, let it in. That's let it in. I feel like there's this like energy or information or a gift or something that you're sort of like, well, I don't really know, you know, you know what it is? It's almost like this energy of someone invites you on a free vacation in a way, and you're like, oh, I don't know. It's like, just say yes. I mean, it's a horrible place you don't want to go. You hate the person. I'm not saying that, but it's like, or someone invites you to lunch. It's like, just thank you, thank you. Or they, at the end of lunch, they say, I'm paying you. Thank you. Oh no, I have to. Just thank you, thank you. Allow, allow. That's the energy of August. So now what you could do is you could send this video to all your friends to plant in their mind, and that way you can get free lunch all month. Okay. Right? Yeah, I really feel like it's letting it in. This is the card of wealth. This is also the card of family, of dynasty, and that, but I'm getting wealth. Like I feel like there's gifts that are coming and like want to be offered to you, and almost like spiritual information that like wants to come in and like soothe you and guide you and comfort you and encourage you. And I feel like your job is to just be the lion, put your tail between your legs, tame yourself, and allow yourself to be, it's almost like allow yourself to be loved. That's what it feels like today. What it feels like today is like really allow yourself to be loved. Because, he's opening his mouth willingly. And this is like the pure, there's the other thing, she's the virgin. There's this pure, um, comforting, loving, kind, encouraging energy that comes through. And it's like your job is just like let it in, let it, what I just got is, can I be guided by love? Why not? Why not? Maybe that's the balance that you need. Maybe that's the balance that you need. To be here on the earth and to allow love in. It's very beautiful. I'm feeling really I don't know, comforted right now. Yeah, a surgeon. And you know, cut out what doesn't serve you anymore. It's like if it doesn't feel loving and if it doesn't feel comforting, it's not even like cut it out. I mean it is in that card, but I'm feeling like it's almost like you have a crazy friend or a crazy acquaintance, I should say, right? And they want to call you and involve you with their crazy. Just an example. And usually answer the phone and you make time, you allow for that, but you don't allow time for yourself to take a bath, right? Or time for yourself to go, you know, look at the flowers or you know, whatever it is that, you know, you that comforts you. You have time for your crazy friend. Well, you know what? If you stop answering the phone when, you know, when the number comes up, crazy person, then eventually they're going to stop calling. You don't have to say you're crazy, you know, they probably already know they're crazy. Think of such weird examples sometimes. Yeah, your soul knows what it needs. Your soul knows the light. Not even your soul. I mean, yes, it is your soul. You can call it whatever you want. Yeah, the light inside of you knows the way. The light inside of you knows the way. So you need to pay attention to the light, and maybe the comfort is self-comfort. I'm really getting that today. You know, and through that you'll find the community, and through that the community will actually surround you. And what I'm getting today, wow, what I'm getting today is it's like your guides and angels, whether you do or don't acknowledge them, they're with you, and you're acknowledging your light and being willing and look at seeking out and allowing yourself and making a decision to be guided by your light. Like your God, your angels will be like, they're gonna back you up in it. Like that's like almost the hidden community. That's the hidden community. Wow. Okay, look at this. Yeah. So there's this sense of really foreseeing yourself um, in a place. You know what this is today? This is almost like I always say almost like I hate that expression. I mean, it's a lot better than using four-letter words. I mean, I think it's a lot better to use four-letter words, but it's YouTube and they don't like it. And it's changed my vocabulary being on YouTube. I have to say, I don't use as many four-letter words as I used to. Now I use some three-letter words and some five-letter words, but they're not filthy, filthy. I can't wait till I learn to curse in Spanish. Um, it's almost like resting in spirit. That's what it feels like. It feels like resting in spirit. That's what it feels like resting in your own light and and knowing and understanding the comfort there. And from being in that place, you're going to be able to bring them into the rest of your life. It's going to, it's almost like, I always say that, right? If you get into that energy of resting in spirit, being comfortable in your body, being comfortable in your life, being, you know, no matter what's going on. Because it ain't never going to be perfect. And, you know, it's just not. And even when it is perfect, there's always something. Uh, I think that's going to open you up. I think what's going to happen is that it's so the energy is so large and so kind of encompassing that it's going to start affecting you in all areas, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, sexually, socially. Name another Lee. Bruce Lee. No. Peggy Lee. No. I know I'm a little goofy today. This sounds, that doesn't matter. I can't stop. I have to just say what I say. It's like a gift from your past self to yourself today. It's like a gift from your past self, from the comfortable, innocent part of yourself as a child in this life or a previous life, offering you the nourishment and the kindness today of what was. But it's you have to get quiet. It's about getting quiet and about it's almost like sitting with yourself and saying, what can I do to love myself more today? Right? What can I do to honor myself more? And then hearing the message and acting on it, you know. And I'm not talking about this, you know, I think sometimes like a little simple, subtle thing could be like the most profound thing in the world. Yeah. It's about being your own father, about being your own father, right? And taking action on it. This is Mars. It's the father. This is also Mars. This is about stability. It's about authority. This is about having the last word. It's about delegating. But you know, this is about, and this is that's going to be my last card. But this is, you know, really about taking on the role of father in your own life toward yourself, from yourself toward yourself, in your body, in your life now. And I know a lot of times, you know, like the mother is seen as comforting and the father isn't, but like the divine masculine also has a profoundly comforting energy. You know, when you think about, you know, it's like there's a house to live in, there's, you know, money coming in, there's food on the table, you know, like that. I'm not trying to be all sexist, but you understand what I'm saying. There's a comfort in relying on one's own strength and one's own kindness and one's own authority. Ready? You know, this is opportunities. This is abundance, comfort, messages, being guided, one's light, um, knowledge, really, knowledge of how to execute a plan, uh, profound balance, all being set right, creativity, community, but in the dark. So I feel like it's subconscious. I've been reading this card a lot, like subconscious, like stability, perseverance, allowing and receiving a gift, allowing and receiving. He's receiving a gift. This one, I mean, they're working together. This one's receiving a gift. This one is getting in touch with his gift. The whole thing is a gift. That's what it feels like. It feels like this allowance of a gift of self-comfort. It's a beautiful reading. A very, very beautiful reading. A very, very beautiful reading. so interesting because, in the society we live in, it's like, well, I want emeralds bracelet. I want an expensive car. I don't drive, so I would name a fancy car, and you'd be like, oh, he knows what a fancy car is. I don't know what a fancy car is. A fancy car. I know what jewelry is though. You know, la la la. Yeah, okay. I get it. I'd like all those things too. Um, but the gift of comforting oneself, giving oneself time, giving oneself space, giving oneself kindness. You can't get that at a store. Just can't. They don't sell it at the store. So if they did, it'd be a long line, a very long line. So self-nurture, self-care, self-comfort, self-listening, self, I don't know what the word is, protection. And there's another word that'll come to me after the reading, how it goes. Blessings. Have a lovely August. What a lovely reading for the month. Lovely blessings.